Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Have you ever created a dashboard before for your project? So guys, remember guys, we do Laravel, and before we start this amazing project, basically we are going just to be creating a dashboard from Laravel, and then we are going to give it roles and permissions. But basically it is just going to be a dashboard that you are seeing here. And I was just inspired by this guy. It's called Valley Admin Theme, and it's very simple and you can incorporate into your Laravel application. So guys, without further ado, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and be part of our community. So guys, welcome. So first and foremost, we are going to get our feet and hand wet onto code. So this is what we're going to do. We are going just to, I want to create my project on XAMPP. I've already started my XAMPP. This is what we call XAMPP server. You started the PHP, MySQL, and also Apache and MySQL, so that your server can start running. And then we are going to install a Laravel application onto our system. So without further ado, let me just an easy part is just to log into that folder, and then you open up your terminal, new terminal, and then what you're going to do, you're just going to start a new Laravel application, which is so easy for anyone to do that. So what you're just going to do, you're just going to write Laravel new, the project name that you want. Okay, remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and be part of our community. So this is our website. Let's give it an admin panel. So basically it's going to be a dashboard. Okay, it is going to be a Lara dashboard. So cd ... we're going to go into that cd ... and then Laravel new Lara dashboard. Okay, Lara dashboard dashboard. Okay, so it's going to be just a Laravel dashboard application. So basically we are going to create it onto that. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to install, there are two packages that are very important to us. First, it's going to be the Laravel blade template, and then the second one we are going to use Laratrust. So basically this is just going to be a very easy to follow steps, and then I think we're going to use just a few minutes to do it. So guys, and then going to get our feet and hand wet on doing this. So while it is installing, I'll just go and hop to that folder in another terminal. So file, open window, and then that window is going to, we're just going to find that file. Okay, and then we're just going to open. So we are going to open that file, open folder, then we're going to take that application. So basically that's it. Opening folder, this PC, XAMPP, not that one, it is a XAMPP folder. Okay, sorry for that. XAMPP, and then it's called Lara dashboard. Okay, that is the folder we are going to work on. So that is our project file, right? So first and foremost, we are going to install, I believe it will have completely installed that. So it is still installing the Laravel. So as it installs the Laravel, I can close this window as I wait for this one. Yeah, that one is still installing. So we have our project file here. So our end game is to see that we have a look and feel of a Laravel dashboard. Okay, a Laravel dashboard, something like this. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have to have a goal that you are going to achieve. So this is what you are going to achieve. We are installing Laravel, and then we're just going to hop into that file, and then we are going to ensure that we have a Laravel application. So guys, that's it. So consider subscribing. The next part, we are going to go into a new terminal, and then this terminal we want to install Laravel Breeze. So I normally use Visual Studio Code, and when you're installing Visual Studio Code, you can really store your codes onto your terminal. So the codes that you normally use will be stored into your terminal. So to install Laravel Breeze, you just write composer require Laravel Breeze and you hit enter. So it's going to install Laravel Breeze. So with the Laravel Breeze, and also we are going to install another package which is called Laratrust, if you want to have a website that have roles and permissions. But that one is going to come on the next video, where we will be assigning roles and permissions. But for now, we are just going to have the look and feel for a Laravel dashboard. Okay, so that's it. We have installed Laravel Breeze. So what we are going to do next, we are going now to activate that Laravel Breeze. So what you're going to do is you're going to type now Laravel, it's called Breeze install, PHP artisan Breeze install. You hit enter, and then it's going to give you some options. Do you want to install a Blade, a React, a Vue? This is very good. You can imagine, if you are coming from React, you can work with React. If you're coming from Vue, you can write your Vue applications there. So basically, if you're coming from those other JavaScript platforms, you can use that to create your application. At the same time, you can work with APIs. So guys, Laravel is a good application, as a good platform to put your skills to the test. And you can imagine, when you're coming from those other platforms, you're just implementing what you know into the system. So if you're coming from React, Vue, or any other thing, so you just implement what you know into your application, and your codes will be seamless. Okay, so next we want to install Blade. Blade is a PHP mod, so we're just going to do that. Blade, we're going to select 0. Do I want to install dark theme mod? Right now I don't want. I say no. And then, do I want to install PHP unit? I can say yes for that. We're also going to cover PHP units in our coming videos. So we are going to install all those functions first, and then we are going now to start our Laravel. Application. So we have installed Laravel. Okay, we have installed Laravel, and the way to go about it is to test it. You're just going to type PHP artisan serve. So basically, you have that website, and then you're going to serve it. I wanted this video to be, so I'm going to split it into 9 over like 10 or 20, 12 minutes, and then the next part where we're going to install the Laravel. After we are going to bring in the theme, so that we have it as a complete dashboard for our website. So basically, we have installed Laravel. We need to activate that application and see how it is running. So Remember, Laravel also uses databases, and databases is used to store information. So we are going to use that. We are going to consider the concepts of MVC framework. That is, we have the CRUD functions where you can read, update, delete functions from a database. Okay, so those are the things that as a developer you have to understand. You need to draw information from that. You can insert information into the database. You can update information into the database. The CRUD functions, and the CRUD functions uses a principle called MVC, model, views, and controllers. These are the types of files. It is in form of types of files and the types of how your application is going to be. It's going to appear, and that's just the architecture of how you're going to do. We normally say this is the way, the way to do like object-oriented programming. The object-oriented programming way, the way is MVC for starters. Okay, so those are the major skills you have to understand. So what it has done, we have installed Laravel, we have installed what do we call? We have installed. I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting? Okay, don't worry. We have installed Laravel. We have installed Blade. So we are going to now to start serving that application. What I mean by serving, we are going to test that application to see if it is running. Okay. So with that, we can go back, and then on this URL we are going just to type PHP. Okay, not PHP. We are going to type localhost 8000. Okay, but I know it has not started. We have not served our application. So because okay, we have installed Breeze, and our application is running. So we can just type PHP artisan serve to see if our application is running. So as you can see, it is running on port 8000. Follow that. As you can see, it comes with the login and registration, so you don't have to be scared. At this point, you have done the right thing. You have an application that has the logins and the registrations. As you can see, we can register a user, but we cannot do it right away because we have not configured our database. One of the most important file in a Laravel application, it is the NV file. This is the environment file where you can be working on the production or on either on production or on the development mode. So we need to create a database called Lara dashboard. Okay, so to do about how to create automatic database, what you just need to do, you're going to type PHP artisan migrate, PHP artisan migrate. Okay, so having a PHP artisan migrate is going to ask you to create a database on your you have a MySQL connection, but it doesn't have that database. So you just type yes, and then it's going to do migration. Migration is the process of creating tables that you have specified into your database, and these are found on the database files, and then it has the migration. A sample migration will look like this. Let's go to users. A user migration, it has the name of that database, that table that you're going to create, and then it is going to have a string for ID, string for name, string for email. So basically those are the fields that your database is going to have, and this is where the user is going to be stored in the database. Okay, so that is a migration. Okay, so as I had told you earlier, we are doing some MVC, model, views, and controllers. So controllers are found on apps, and then HTTP controllers. Okay, there you will have your own controller. An example of a controller after you have created using the blade, you're going to have a profile control. The profile controller, this is the one that is responsible for profile user, as we are going to see it on the live version. Okay, next we are going to do a model. We have a model. This is where we allow that certain fields to be accessible that transfer data from the database. So it's like a go-between. You can see we protect files from the model, so that we can prevent like hacking and all that. Protected variables, protected cast. So basically those are the functions, and then you can do also relationships on those models. And then we had done models, views, and controller. So views, these are the pages. Okay, so the pages that basically you can look at it this way. A page is the end product. Okay, but before it gets to an end product, it has to communicate from you have to control it from a controller. I don't know if I've said it right, but that's what it means. That is what it means. You have to protect. Basically, codes come from the controllers. The controllers communicate from the database, all those from those other end, and then it brings it to a view. So basically, that is what it does. That's what it does. Moving from controller. So we were talking about the views. Basically the views, this is where all the files are being stored. The files for each page of your website is going to be stored. Either the home page, the about us page, the login page are all held by the views. So to get into the folders of the views, you're just going to go into resources, and then you can either create your own custom views, as we are going to build as we are building our dashboard. So there are a few factors that we are going to do. Let's go back into our project file. So first we are going to import some files which will be holding our CSS for the entire look and feel of our website. So first and foremost, we had served our application. Basically, serving our application is to ensure that application is running. As you can see, you have the login, and then you can also register a user. So basically you can register a user, and we have migrated those migrations so that we can create those fields for users. So what we're going to do just right about now, we are going to register a user, a sample user. So basically that's what we're going to do. Going to the register form, and then we are just going to give it a name. Let's give it a name, and then email, and then password. You will be greeted with the dashboard. Will be created with the dashboard. And this dashboard, this is now where we are going now to have we want to transform this dashboard to look as this other kind of dashboard that we are seeing in front of us. So I've used this guy's this man is called Prati Boza Dia template to have it look as this way. So I have downloaded his files, and I'm going to create a folder inside my public HTML so that it can be accessed by everyone. So I'm going to have a folder inside here called backend. Let's give it a folder name called backend, and then I'm just going to open it up. Reveal in folder, reveal in file explorer, and then I'm just going to copy some files for the CSS and JavaScript, so that we are going to have a look and feel for that theme. So I already have it on my downloads. So I already downloaded that template. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to go inside Valley, and I'm just going to copy the CSS and JavaScript for that. So I'm going to give the link for those template just right under the video. Control C, and then I'm going to paste it inside. I'm going to paste that inside the backend folder. Open, reveal in folder, backend, and then I'm going to paste that right there. So we are going to have the JavaScript and the CSS for that. So the next thing we need to add those style into our app folder. So inside the app folder, the location for the CSS and JavaScript are going to be under backend CSS main. As you can see, when you go inside the backend CSS, and then we have the main CSS, which is that, and then also the JavaScript files and the font awesome file. So we need to create some two files inside our app folder, where we are going to have the sidebar menu, and then the horizontal menu on top. So basically what we need to do is this is what we need the sidebar menu, where we have the John Doe image, the UI this side, and then we are going to have also the menu bar on top. So this is what we need to have on our website. At the same time, you can use the debugger tool. You can do the inspect, or basically you can do the inspect, and then you are going to copy the header section. The header section is going to go on the header section, and then also on the sidebar. We have the header and the sidebar. Okay, so we have, those are the two important main files that we need to have, so that we can have that look and feel. So I'm going to hurry up the video on that end, so that we can see what has the look and feel will be at the end, so that from this other side we have already pulled the CSS. As you can see, even the look and feel right now has given a little change on it. You can see there is now a demarcation of that name, and also there is like some straight lines on that look and feel. So our website is coming up very good. So here on our app folder, we are just below the include. We are going to include some two files. The first include is going to be the header, and you can decide where you want to put your header. So it is going just to be inside the layout, and then inside the layout we're going to create another folder. Inside the layout we're going to create another folder called let's give it as partial. Inside layout we give it as partial. And then inside partial we're going to have the header and the footer. So with or another method is you can just use an extension inside the code, and then you can just specify, and then it's going to create automatically for you. So we are going to create the header file, and then also the sidebar file. So with that I can just hit that, and then it's going to create for me automatically. And then at the same time I'm going to use the navigation also to create the partial for the sidebar. So it is going to do that automatically. So we have the sidebar, and then also we also have the header partials, and also we have the header. So with that we have the header, partial, sidebar, and header. Confirming, sidebar, and also header. So those are the two files. And so what we're going to do is we are going to use HTML for this. So the way to go about it, you can use you can right click. I'm sorry, this is just hacking this HTML theme. So you can do this, you can view source code, and then what you can do is you're going to copy from the header section, only the header. You're going to copy the header, and then you're going to paste it inside the header. And then also you're going to copy the sidebar, okay, the sidebar. From the div sidebar, only the sidebar. Only the sidebar. And then after you have copied, also you're going just to paste it inside the sidebar. So we have the sidebar, aside, yeah, and then I'm going to remove that, and then we're just going now to reload our page and see. So we're going to do some reloading, and then we are going to log in. Okay, so we had already that one, just do some reloading. As you can see, we have now a look and feel of that dashboard. So we already have now the dashboard. We have the header, and then also we have the side menu. So with this you can do a lot with your application. You can decide to create the way, you can decide to customize your dashboard the way you want it to look like. So with that, a short video. In the next video we are going to create, and now we are going to give it some functionality where we have now the login. The user can still log in into that application and come back to this nicely look and feel. At the same time, we can also create other pages. Either we want to create the roles, create the permissions, we create. So basically you can do that with the power of Laravel. Also, if you know how to copy and paste and all that. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and this is the home for pure information. So guys, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Cheers.